Another day, another solution. Let's talk dirt. Can someone legally use your land even though you own it? In Texas, that's a yes. And it surprises people more than you'd think. It's called an easement. If you own property or plan to buy, you need to understand this because ownership does not always mean control. Today, I'm going to explain what an easement is, how it works, and why it matters. This is the foundation for an entire series on easements. So let me try to simplify this. An easement is a legal right to use someone else's property. That's it. It is not ownership. It is not possession. It is not takeover. It is limited use for a specific purpose. You still own the land. You still pay taxes. You still maintain it, but someone else may have defined usage rights, and that changes things. Now let's make this practical. Imagine your neighbor lives behind your property, and they want easier access to a public road. They have a way out of their property, but they want access across your driveway because of convenience. Now, in that instance, they can negotiate access for money or something of value. If both parties agree, that strip becomes an access easement. Now, you would still own it, but you can no longer block it, you cannot fence it off, and you cannot build over it because their right of access would now be legally protected. Without complicating things, as attorneys often do, that's your basic easement. Most properties already have easements. Utility companies almost always have one. Electric lines, water lines, gas lines, drainage. If you look at your survey, I'm sure you'll find them on there. You'll see marked lines and they'll probably say easement. They limit where you build, even though you still own the property. So you may be asking, where do easements come from? Some, they're written directly into the deeds. They're recorded in the county records. Some are created by agreement between parties. Some arise from long-term use by one of the parties. Some are implied by how land was divided. Each type has different legal rules, and we'll break those down in later videos. Now let's talk risk. If you buy property without reviewing easements, you may be in for a surprise. You may find utility crews digging your yard, neighbors driving across it, and limits on building where you planned. On the other side, if you rely on access across someone else's land, but there's no legal easement, you could become landlocked, and that destroys value very quickly. So here's the biggest misconception. An easement does not transfer ownership. It creates what's called a non-possessory interest, which simply means the right to use something. It's not the right to own it. The language controls. If it says ingress and egress, that usually means access, coming and going, not parking, not storage, not expanding the driveway. Disputes happen when someone exceeds the scope of the grant in the easement. The takeaway from this video is that ownership and use are different concepts. You can own land and still share access. That's normal in Texas real estate. This video is only the overview. In the series, we'll cover express easements, implied easements, prescriptive easements, termination, and litigation matters. Because easement disputes are extremely common in Texas, and they escalate quickly. If you own property in Texas, understanding easements is not optional. It is essential. This is video 1 in a growing series of videos breaking down easements in Texas. If this helped you, please like and subscribe below and stay tuned as we bring more videos online. I always like to remind viewers that these videos are not meant as legal advice. If you need assistance with an easement issue or any other real estate matter, please visit us at the link below. And as always, thank you for watching.